Welcome back to my channel, guys. It's time for another MILGRAM chapter review. Welcome once again to my channel, guys. It's going to be on MILGRAM, which is the experimental prison and maiden guard anime that I've been reviewing. It's going to be chapter 6, and it is the first chapter to the second volume, according to the website that I'm reading it from. It got pretty intense, I will say that. And personally, I didn't thought it was going the direction that I was. And I'm still a little confused on one thing, but maybe through talking through it, maybe I'll fully understand. So before anything, guys, if you have not done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel, give some love by commenting, liking, and sharing. You guys can follow me on social media by checking out the description below. You guys can also check out my other 5 chapter reviews on this series, which I explain the entire first volume, detail by detail, what's happening and what my thoughts were on the series itself. So we've had like dark moments in chapters, but this one was just an entire dark chapter. And I'm guessing it's because it was the first chapter of the second volume. But it does seem like it's going to continue being this dark going forward. So we'll just have to see. Okay. Subscribe, guys. Do subscribe. So I've been seeing a lot of people watching videos, but not a lot of people subscribe. So it would be nice if more people subscribe. Okay, so we're following the story now of Gentle, and this entire chapter, we're looking at his book of sin, right? And last we left off in the cliffhanger of chapter 5, he was this close from killing his sister, and obviously not a good thing. He shouldn't be doing that, obviously. But he did stop himself. In the beginning of this chapter, and he wrestles with the idea just over and over again. Like I think tries it 3 times to kill her, and in doing this, like he thinks about several things. One is he's not sure if his sister really wants to end her life at this point now. Like, does she want to continue fighting for survival, or does she want him to finish the job? Like again, previously we found out that she tried to commit suicide. So he feels a tug saying that she just wants to end it, right? Then there's this other struggle that he has, and that is that he himself has feelings and thoughts and wanting to kill someone and wanting to see the end of life of someone. Like he has these weird thoughts and not normal things that are going through his head. At the same time, the TV keeps repeating, and I did notice it in chapter 5. I don't think I mentioned it on the review, but we hear that there is on the loose, there's a guy who's killing people left and right, and he's not been caught yet. Now, didn't think much about it in chapter 5. I thought it was maybe some context clues, but didn't think it was going to be directly him. In fact, I almost thought that maybe he was going to be the one that caught him or something like that. I don't know. Well, he ends up leaving the hospital. He attempts one more time and is unable to kill her, and he leaves the hospital, and when leaving the hospital, he kills a man on the street. Now, this is where it gets a little confusing, because there's a girl, first of all, she claims that the guy that was approaching her, that he ended up killing, was holding a knife and was about to attack her. So he technically saved her. Now, this is where it gets a little fuzzy, because I don't think he did. I mean, obviously he didn't try to save her, but I don't think the other guy had a knife. Maybe I think it was a shadow, because she does see only a shadow. So maybe she didn't see correctly, and he actually ended up killing someone normal that was not the killer. Or maybe he did. I don't know. I still don't understand if he's the killer or not, that the news keeps repeating. But he does let the girl go because in his mind he's like, okay, well, I can patch these things up when it comes to the police, saying it was self-defense or defending, not self-defense, defending someone else that was going to be attacked, right? So for whatever reason, he cleans up, sorta, and then leaves the scene of the crime. So I don't know what's going through his head, but he really wants to just say goodbye to his sister one last time. So he after threatening a nurse with a knife, she does threaten her with a knife, he just ends up back in the same place, just sitting there with his sister, waiting to see what happens. And the cops do show up, they force themselves in, and the chapter ends with him saying, I'm not going to let myself get caught so easily. And yeah, that's the end of the chapter. So I don't think that as the guard, which does not come out at all in this chapter, I don't think she's gonna even have a chance to give a conclusive decision until like 2 more chapters. Which I think, I'm gonna go back here. I think, yeah, I only have 3 chapters left to read. It seems like every 15 days or so a chapter releases, so hopefully this week another one will release, because that kind of falls in the timeline, but we'll just have to see. I'm excited to see what happens. There is 3 more, like I said, chapters that I can review, and past that I will have to either find the rest or have to wait for them to release. So it is what it is. Thank you guys so much for watching this. Thank you for the continual love and support that you do show this channel. If you haven't done so by now, make sure you subscribe to my channel. Oh, I can't talk today. Subscribe to my channel. And guys, check out my other stuff in my social media and other places where you guys can find me. Thank you again. And guys, like always, don't be strangers. See you guys.